Hello? Can you guys hear me? Let me close that. Refresh browser. Okay. Oops. There we go. Does that work? The chat window up. All right, you guys can hear me. See, I set up this whole thing on another. I don't know how you describe it, like another video. Like I had another video set up, a live stream set up with everything, and I was going to go live, and then when I press the live button, I expected it to connect to that video that I already set up with all the thumbnail and all the everything, but it wouldn't work, so I had to make a new one because that's how YouTube works. But you guys can hear me? All right, let's get this. Let's test this out. Can you hear the video? Let me just place part of the video to make sure the volume is okay. Might be a little quiet, but you guys tell me. Can you guys hear the audio and the? You can hear me and you can hear the audio and the video, and they're both. It's a good balance. Oh, okay. All right, let me start over then. All right, hello everyone. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but hold on, let me make sure because I'm sure there are people in the old video who are confused. Let's see. But we got to go to this new link here that you all are in. I'm going to delete this later. Delete this old video. Thanks for nothing. All right. All right, I'll start the video then. All right, so this is basically I'm going in the order that I uploaded these in. So it's not necessarily chronological order of the videos because technically the second video that I made, the second pork chop and Flatscreen video I made does not take place right after the first episode, right? So, but we're watching them in the order that I made them. Oh, hello everyone. Hello, ouchie, I guess. Is that how you describe it? But yeah, why don't we just? I'll play the video, and I can talk while during it. All right, this is episode one, and it's gonna go straight from through episode one to episode, I think two, and then you all can ask questions about the episodes or whatever, the characters or whatever, or just, or if you're new, if you've never seen these before somehow. So Auditect is asking, did I make any major changes to the planned story?
Episode 1.
Probably.
Ninjas
Like,
in the classroom. Don't
I have plans
it.
for the episodes, and then, you know, as I'm making them, sometimes I change things because it's easier or it makes more sense or But yeah, I change stuff all the time. I never know what the episode's going to be until I'm making it. But this episode, this is the first one. This was made in 2012. This was a school project because I went to UCLA grad school for animation, and this was my year, like the project. Each year you have to do a video for a video project, and this was mine for the second year. My project for the first year was Chubby Mermaid, and my project for the third final year was PORKCHOP Flatscreen episode 2. Well, episode 4 now, considered 4. What's it? 2. We'll see it next. Where'd the chat go? Where is it? I'm juggling all these windows all over the place. Here we go. What inspired CFS in the first place? It's just... I just like cartoons. I just like cartoons, so I wanted to make my own. I like cartoons and video games and anime, which is just cartoons, Japanese cartoons. So I just wanted to make my own. Who's the main character? There are 4 main characters. It's Mai, Ayane, Mina, and Mouse. Those are the 4 main characters. Well, and Bobby, sort of. But mainly the four characters are the main characters of PORKCHOP and Flatscreen. I guess Bobby's the main character too. It's sort of the impetus for a lot of stuff. Yeah, smoking's bad for you. Don't be like Mina. She's not a role model. So, fun fact about this scene: my computer crashed when I was working on this at UCLA. So I lost a whole bunch of, like I drew the part where Mai was standing on the ceiling, and then she like flipped downwards and punched Mina. That was right when my computer crashed, my hard drive crashed, and I had to take it to, or I had to mail it to a software recovery, like a hard drive recovery company. To, whoops, don't want to put my cursor over the video there. Sorry about that. But yeah, I had to, my computer died, so I had to like redo a bunch of stuff that I already made. That was not fun. Oh, thank you, Natalie Wren. Natalie Wren. I'm glad you enjoyed these videos. Is there a reason the first episodes were out of order? Because the first episode is this one, and then the next year, my next UCLA project was episode 2, I'll call it. It's called Blackmail, that one. but those two episodes didn't necessarily, like, the story wasn't, it was just, they weren't really related. There was one just took place after the first one, but not directly after the first one. So it didn't the first episode ended on like a sort of a cliffhanger, which we'll see soon, where Mouse is in the graveyard, or in the junkyard with Nut and all those guys. But the second episode doesn't start there, because I just wanted to make something else for my school project. So that's why they weren't like chronologically connected. And then later, after that, I made the episodes in between those two to connect them. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this here. Multitasking. There we go. Mai is a girl, in case no one knows that. It's 2025. Some people still don't know that. Oh, thank you, the RPD KG. Thank you for the support. Yeah, people see her name as Ninja Girl Mai, but they still don't know she's a girl. But she is. How long did it take me to animate the fight? Jeez, I don't remember. The whole video took, I don't know, like half a year to make. It was a project. Well, I wasn't working on it exclusively because I was at UCLA taking classes and stuff, but that was mainly the main project I was working on. So I'd say about half a year to make this entire episode.
She's a babe. It says so right there on her T. Bedazzled with the letters B-A-B-E. That's not a title, it's a promise, a dare. It spells badass.
¿Por qué cambiaste tanto tu estilo después de
Ladybug Jones. She'll spend the morning skipping in
Got 14.
She's smarter than she looks, and not just because she looks dope. Pretty faces, not that they be
15 is 15, right? What was 14 in Spanish? But why did I change my style after episodes 14 and 15? 14, it's episode 14. Man, there's so many episodes, I don't even remember them by number anymore. I used to be able to do that. What was episode 14? Episode 10? No, episode 9 is the one where they're in the purgatory. 10 was Mouse versus Holloway. 11 is they're in purgatory. Nina and 12, 13, 14. It was 14 where Angela Rose, Ladybug, was fighting Morgan. Was that episode 14? I can't remember what episode 14 is. I don't remember changing my style particularly. I don't really change my style very much. That's to Gabrielle, who asked that question in Spanish. Oh, thank you, Caligula's Aquarium. Trinidad. Welcome to the stream. But if you look at them all, the drawings, it's very different. Definitely less polished, I'll say.
Next time, crazy like a fox, cute as a mouse.
That was my friend. Her voice, like she sounded like Naruto, so I got her to do the voiceover for the name, the titles of the episodes. But as you can see, this episode doesn't take place right after where. So this is the next episode. This is my second project at UCLA, or my third project at UCLA. But you can see it doesn't take place right after the previous one ended, because I just wanted to make a completely different episode for my project. So that's why eventually I had to renumber them, because this was originally entitled PORKCHOP Flatscreen Episode 2, because it was the second one I made. But eventually, as I made more episodes, those episodes took place between this episode and the one we just saw. And it was confusing people because it didn't, chronologically line up. So I eventually just changed the number. So this episode used to be called Episode 2, but now it's called Episode 4. Because there are 2 episodes that take place between this one and the one we just saw. So that's why the numbers are all messed up with the upload date. But this is the longest episode, I think. Well, no, maybe not. It's very long, though. Where'd the... Person who did my voice, did the voice there, my friend who also speaks Japanese, so that helps. There we go. Okay. All my... Does the series have a planned ending, or do you plan on doing it forever? It has a... Well, it's kind of vague, but I have a general idea of where it's supposed to go, where it's supposed to end, like this part of the story at least. Catorce, that's 14. That's 14 in Spanish, right? I just remembered. Right? I took a lot of Spanish when I was younger. I took like 8 years of Spanish, but I never used it, so I forgot a lot of it. Like the word for 14. Juno Lee Sakia? It's going okay. How's your day? Why did she take the picture? Because it was a guy with wings, and she's never seen that before. Will you put more instrument? I think that's most of the instrument. I don't know if I'll This is Caligula's Aquarium. If I'll put more instrumentals on Spotify, maybe. I think most of the songs that have instrumentals, though, I already put on for that instrumental album that I uploaded. Was that last year already? Jeez. I don't think where's it? Firefly. Mie Sumai. I don't think we got grades on our projects. I think you just you just complete it and you pass. So I don't know if I got 100 or not. Elemental iguana. The L and the I look the same, but hello. Well, thank you, Liam. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. What are my favorite video games? Fighting games, like Street Fighter, Soul Calibur, those type of things, and Sonic games. Misume? Misume. Mesume? I thought it was Japanese, but I guess not. So I was pronouncing it like Japanese pronunciation. Well, I don't know. I don't really control. I found this just today. I figured out how to do transparent chat overlay just today, and I just typed the. I just copied what they said to do. So if some comments aren't showing up, I'm not sure. It is Japanese. Well, I mean. If those letters were like that, that's how I'd pronounce it. Mie Sumai would be how I pronounce it. Japanese, but Mieru. What anime inspired this show? It's just lots of. I mean, definitely Naruto. I really like Naruto in the day. But in general, like all the video games I used to play, all the cartoons I've seen, like even like Looney Tunes. That's Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry, those types of cartoons. Some video games I played, like Sonic. Those all inspire PORKCHOP and Flatscreen too. I mean, you can hear Sonic sound effects all over the place throughout this series. Oh, what's my favorite beat 'em up? You mean like not a fighting game, but a side-scrolling beat 'em up? Probably Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage 3 or 4. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'd say. Well, thank you, Nemesis Nerdola. Glad you like it. Glad you like mine. How did I create the soundtrack? I just pretty much everything is in. Well, I used to use Pro Tools when I was at school, art school for in Chicago. A lot of Pro Tools, but most of them are in GarageBand on my computer, on my Mac. I make them in GarageBand and I record guitar and vocals and with a mic. The scene with Sailor Moon is while I was working on this in the computer lab at UCLA. So my classmates and I we were in the computer lab all the time working on our animations. So we were there for hours and hours. So we'd watch things. There's a monitor there. We'd watch cartoons and stuff. And then one of the cartoons we watched, we just like marathon Sailor Moon. We marathon like the English version of Sailor Moon. So that's why this whole scene is even in this this animation, because I just felt like putting a Sailor Moon reference in because we were marathoning Sailor Moon all the time. Hello, Kermit Skittles. I don't know if I'll put more music on SoundCloud. I don't know if there's too much of an audience there. But you also have to pay like a monthly fee to do it. So I'm not sure if it's worth it. Take animation classes? Yeah, I've taken classes. I went to school for animation. I have a degree actually. Or technically 2 degrees, but the first time I animated was way before I went to school for animation. I used to make GIFs, or GIFs if you want to be proper, but I call them GIFs. I used to make GIFs on my so I also went to law school at University of Chicago, which I didn't enjoy very much, but there was a computer lab there that had my first experience with Photoshop was there. I just remember going there and I draw animations on paper and scan them in and take them to that computer lab and make little horrible GIFs. But I just do that on my own. I just basically taught myself how to animate. That's how I started animating. So you don't need to go to school to start, at least. But going to school definitely helped as well. I learned about the program I use to animate these is Adobe After Effects in addition to Photoshop, and I learned how to use After Effects when I went to school. Oh, that umbrella to Arcade the Hedgehog. That umbrella was not one of the school props. That was Ayane carries that. That's her own umbrella or parasol, I guess, with a sword in it. She just always carries that around. You can't really see it. Oh, so this is the longest episode? Yeah, that makes sense. This was like 20-something minutes. Which is crazy, because this was a school project, like I said. So most people only make like a 2 or 3 minute video for their school project. But I made like a 20-minute episode. Because I really wanted to make basically a TV episode or pilot or something. What's my favorite band or artist? My My favorite band is Sugar Ray. I don't know if you know them. They're pretty. I guess now they're a pretty old band. I guess they're from the '90s, but they're my favorite band. My favorite song though is from Maroon 5, a song called Sunday Morning. I guess I just like California bands because they're both from SoCal. My least favorite singer? I don't really have a least favorite singer. I mean, I don't spend too much time listening to my least favorite, like, things. No, Leonard Skinner, that's a good choice. Sweet Home Alabama. And Freebird. What inspired the character Goose from Macaulay Dyer? Basically Princess Peach. Yeah, she's just like a French version of Princess Peach, I guess. Although her personality is very different, but thank you, Marzipan. Listening to Kaleidoscope. Oh, thank you, TWR Modeler. Oh, that moment with Mai and Mina, where she stops her and gives her the skateboard. That was not in the original version of this video. The one that I did for my school project, the one that I showed at UCLA for my school project. That scene was not in there. I added that later, after the fact. Is that Chinadu? Was my favorite place to visit? My favorite place to visit. I like going to California sometimes to visit my friends. Or my friend, I guess, who's there still. My friend Anuja. But I'm in Chicago. Well, I mean, he knows this, but I live in Illinois, Chicago, United States, middle of the country, basically.
It starts with 4 and nothing more. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's such a bore. Only takes 3 points.
Gem Sage, hello. How are you? I'm feeling okay. How are you doing? Going to California. Yeah, I've never been to San Diego. Even though I was right next to it. UCLA.
Amber angel of perfection, the number 1. But though the numbers all add to 10, I look around and see the world has lost its mind again.
No, to Firefly. I don't. I think my Magnum opus would be considered. If I ever get to do the Stick Bandit, like his whole story. That would probably be my Magnum opus if I ever get to do that one day. Because his story involves pretty much all the characters in Porkchop and Flatscreen. So it involves all of them, and involves pretty much every character that I made. So that would be my Magnum opus, Stick Bandit story. Are you gonna graduate this year? Well, I guess you can't say congratulations yet, but good luck. Just gotta finish. Don't get your senioritis.
The story of the music of the spheres. You see the master, he had a dream of a great interplanetary symphony, spanning vast across this endlessness of galaxies. And the instruments are you and me. Oh, but now that the song's begun,
Why does it? I think she wear. Why does my? It's a juiciest sock asked. Why does my wear bandages on her hands? I guess in story it would probably be because she to protect her arms, her hands. But I really got tired of drawing those bandages all the time, so I just, if you notice, she just doesn't wear those anymore. There are a lot of things like that where I just don't feel like drawing it anymore because it takes up too much time, so I just don't draw them anymore. Like the bandages on Mai's hands, the hair bead, the big bead with the in Ayane's hair. Like she lost that at was it episode 8 or so? She left it behind, so I just don't feel like drawing that all the time. And Mai had a costume that she, like a ninja outfit that she wore in the first episode that we saw earlier, that she's never worn again. It's because I just don't feel like drawing it. It's too complicated. Oh yeah, Ayane has earrings. She used to have earrings sometimes. But that one's not so much that's hard to draw. That one I probably just forgot. There's sometimes little details that I don't really sweat the details because it takes so much time to animate these. So if I had infinite time, I'd be able to put all these details and stuff, but unfortunately I don't. So. Thank you very much. Yeah, I try to. Yeah, can't work too hard. So you don't want to burn yourself out. To Moonstony33, do any of the characters represent me? Not really. There's no like self-insert character. None of these characters really resemble me. I mean, the closest would be, on occasion, Bobby, I guess. But even then, not really. I guess all the characters are sort of like a reflection of, not necessarily me, but like, I use them to say things that I want to say, I guess. Oh, hello, X Skull? Or is that LXL Skull? IXI Skull? Thank you. Now, this isn't a canon episode, but this is the first Halloween episode, which took place after the episode that just ended. Or it didn't take place, like I made it after that. Like, these are all in chronological order of when I made them, not when they take place in the story. And this doesn't take place in the story. This is a non-canon Halloween episode. So she doesn't actually meet Scorpion, I don't think. How do I feel people in elementary school watching? Now it's going, yeah, it happens. People, time keeps going, man. It's crazy. Yeah, Ayane has earrings here because I decided to take the time to draw them. This is back in the day. This is the third episode, so third. So I took more, I once tweeted this video to Ed Boon, the creator of Mortal Kombat. He responded. I forgot what he said though. I should find that tweet. It was probably still up there. Probably thought this was weird. But he did respond to it. Will we get more Ladybug? Oh, you mean the character? Probably, maybe.
Flawless victory.
She's more of a surprise character that just shows up every once in a while. Do any of my friends watch Porkchop and Flatscreen? Probably not. I mean, Anuja does some. She sees some videos sometimes. You can go follow her. She's connected on my on my profile page. Like her, she has a YouTube channel which she doesn't use for anything, but it's there. But who's my favorite Porkchop and Flatscreen character? I don't really have a favorite character. I think I only have a favorite ship, I guess. But that's probably Rick Sykes and Kit Hart. Now, see, this episode would have taken place right after episode 1, but I made it after the second episode that I made. So that's why this is where the numbering got all out of whack, because I went back and made an episode between the previous two edits. It's complicated, but this is now episode 2. This is now called episode 2, but it used to be called episode 3. That's confusing. No, I don't remember exactly what Ed Boon said about my animation, but I can, if I can, I might be able to use the Twitter search to find his retweet or his response. Although Twitter search engine kind of sucks now because everything sucks on that website. Yeah, I guess you're allowed to ship Rick and Mina if you want. I guess they definitely have a link. She ends up being his student, even though we haven't really gotten there yet. But eventually, Mina becomes Rick's student. And it turns out she actually met him before in Korea once a long time ago. What are the canon ships? There are no canon ships. That's I leave that for you guys. I come from the I used to watch soap operas because my mom used to watch soap operas, so I eventually started watching them, like All My Children and One Life to Live, that type of stuff. And the thing about soap operas is like there are very few, I guess I'll say, like finalized canon ships, because they like to mix and match the different characters over time. Like this character is in love with this character, and then next year they switch it up and this character's in love with a different character, and they don't really have canon ships because they like to experiment with different different relationships and different interactions. Do I... Could Moon Mouse defeat Rick? I don't know. Rick is a... Probably. Maybe, but... Rick is one of those characters, like, whose strength is hard to measure. Because he thrives on competition. So, he fights stronger people, he gets stronger. He's one of those types. He's like an anime pro tag. What was my biggest speech to make Mouse mute? Is it like Mouse is... I like Mouse being like a very mysterious character. So she doesn't speak because I don't know, she just doesn't feel like it. It's not necessarily that she can't speak, she just doesn't. Ooh. Oh, that was weird. Did it pause for you all too, or did it only pause for me? The stream. Okay, good. I don't mind being only me. Am I the voice actor of the crab on Chubby Mermaid? That's a secret. Joints. No canon ships in Chubby Mermaid, the series do. I don't think so. Oh, thank you, Murray Howley. Restock in the sweater. I have to check my store. I don't really have much control over what goes on there. I just upload the designs, and they're supposed to take care of the rest. Let me see. Which sweater? The half and half sweater. Oh yeah, it is out of stock. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works. I guess eventually it'll just come back in stock, I guess, when they get the materials. Zavi? Do I have... I think Zavi. Do I have an ending in mind? Sort of, but it'll kind of take a while to get there. And as I get there, things might change. I have a general idea, though.
Great job.
Does anyone here watch Tim and Eric? That was an old show on Adult Swim. I love that show. It's very strange humor, but that's what that's a reference to. A great job. Awesome show, great job. That's the name of the show.
whose only claim to grace and fame was a smile.
Oh, thank you, Keyboard Gorgeous.
Golden girl, golden smile.
Oh, this is the debut of this ending. The first two episodes had Ladybug as the ending theme, and this is the debut of Golden Girl. This ending went on until episode, I think episode 8 is the final episode that uses this ending. Oh, thank you, Firefly. So I think the next episode is the last one in this compilation for today. But this was always one of my favorite episodes. This is for the next one that's coming up. This is for the for anyone who likes Bobby and Mina. Like Bobby and Mina were originally the I said there were no official canon ships, but they were the original first, I guess, I don't know, ship besides Rick and Mina. I used to have a comic called Trio, a comic strip in my school. I went to MIT for undergraduate, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So then they had a school newspaper there, and I made comics for it. I made the comics after I graduated, but I had a comic called Trio, which basically has all the Porkchop and Flatscreen characters. And Mina and Bobby were the ship before Ayane and Bobby. If you ever seen my video, the song Caboose, and the video for that was a Mina and Bobby video. Fly by Sugar Ray, that's good. Everyone should listen to that. To Quacknut. Everyone should listen to more Sugar Ray. Oh, thank you, Unbeknown Note. Forgot. I used to have names for these guys, like the DD and I forgot what they were though. I wrote them down, like these big guys with the tattoos. Like they actually had names, like they stood for something, but I completely forgot those, and I don't think I wrote them down. So, GG's, because I didn't tell anyone either. So. Oh, Gem Sage. Yeah, I guess it's sort of similar to Oron Host Club. This is the debut of Angela Ladybug Rose. Oh, good night, Rockio578. Thanks for joining the stream. It's almost over though. This is the last episode, but of today. If people enjoyed this, we can do it again sometime, maybe some other weekend. that sound right. Fei Long. It's a rare situation where Ladybug is playing while Ladybug is on screen. So this is her theme song, technically. Ladybug. It's interesting though, seeing the line work. It's very shaky from these older videos. Oh yeah, this takes place in Texas, by the way. Yeah, Bobby does get bullied the most. He's that type of character. Makes sense for Caboose to be playing here, because the original Caboose music video was Bobby and Mina. For the people that remember that. What year does this take place? It doesn't take place in any specific year. That would get too complicated. Oops, see ya. Have fun playing Roblox. Thanks for joining the stream. Now, that was the heartbeat from the Caboose music video. For people that recall. For people that remember it. Now the end of this episode links up to the beginning of episode 2. This is where Mina and her bangers, the first time they're named, the bangers actually are bullying Ayane, and then Mai jumps out of the ceiling to help her. This links up to that, so that takes place directly after this. So it all connects. That's why this is episode 4. No, this is episode 3 now. And that's the end. So that was the last episode of this compilation. So thank you all for watching again. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Or if anyone, I don't know if anyone's actually new, who's never seen these before, but I'm guessing most people saw it again, so Oh, I don't think I'll be able to Kindle. There are 41 episodes, so I don't think I'd be able to show all of them in one stream. That would take probably too long. But if people liked doing this, we can do it again some other weekend, maybe next month or something. Like maybe I'll do it each month. And also we can watch Chubby Mermaid and watch all sorts of other stuff, dude. I have a lot of videos on my channel. I've been doing this for a long time. I was thinking even watching like non-pork chop and Flatscreen videos. Like I have a lot of just all my videos from 18 years of this channel. This channel's been on here for 18 years, since 2006. So I guess almost 19 years. Whatever the anniversary is, I don't know. But yeah, it'd be good to rewatch all these episodes. Reminisce. But yes. Any tips for people who want to get into animation? I don't know, just draw a lot. Draw and observe. Like I said, my first animations were animated GIFs that I just made on my own. I just took paper and drew little frames and put them and scanned them into a computer. So yeah, just do it. It's my only advice. If your school offers classes and stuff, then take those too. But the point is, just draw. Just draw a lot. Everyone should draw a lot. Everyone should create. Even if you don't want to be an animator, just create something. Create music, drawings, or write stories. Just exercise your creative muscles. It's good for you. But yeah, that was the end for now. Next time, I guess we'll start off episode. This was episode 5. No, this is episode 4. No. This was the 4th episode. Okay, so the next episode would be episode 5, and starting off from there. Or maybe you can watch, switch to Chubby Mermaid and watch those episodes, or just watch other stuff. But we'll do this again sometime. But until then, thank you very much for taking your time out of your weekend to watch with me. I appreciate it. I'm currently working on the next, was it episode 42, Pork Chop. So the series is still ongoing. I'm still working on it. It's just taking a while, but yeah, just subscribe and like and all that good stuff. Let me see if I have any. What's my most recent upload? I'll put the link in for people to watch that. But yeah, I'll let you all know when the next one is, and feel free to join in and watch again. Ah, here it is, the Serena Williams thing the mouse Serena Williams thing. If you haven't seen that yet, I'll put the link in the chat here, so you can go watch that next. I guess if you're looking for something to do, go watch my previous episodes, other uploads. Whoop, computer's freaking out. There we go. All right. Yep, go watch that. I put it in the chat. But until then, everyone have a good rest of the weekend. Stay safe.